Right, voice 1 2 3 1 2 3. Game noises 2, which is always good. Okay, right, hair out of the way, head on, hands on. Oops. Okay, right, let's see how this goes. So I've been playing a lot of VR this weekend. Had quite a lot of sessions in different games today. Even played 2 different sessions of Into the Radius today. Let's see how this goes. And everything's been working pretty much fine, no problems whatsoever. Came in here just now, or tried to come in here just now. Just checking everything I've got. Oh, that's good. And also check the time. So 9 o'clock. Yeah. Came in here and I just could not get the Quest 2 and the PC to maintain a connection for some reason. They just didn't want to talk, and you know, been having a perfectly fine day of it, and did a reboot and then just came in here, managed to get the connection going, was just about to start Cube, and then it just dropped the connection again. Luckily enough I managed to come back in just fine. So, fingers crossed, whatever the problem was, it's happy now, hopefully. Anyway, the plan for this evening, I just realised that's kind of floaty and I don't like that. I think I need to sort this out. So the plan for this evening is not a big build, or not a big amount of building. I can't quite see what I want to do. I'll do that, I'm going to have to crouch under. I want to fill this space here. It makes a massive amount of difference, but I know it's there and I don't like it. Oh. Do I have dirt? I do. So I'm hoping it will maintain the connection now. It's going to be really, really, really annoying if it doesn't otherwise. The crystal's about to run out already, isn't it? Right, there we go. So, yes, the plan is to just carry on with motoring my way across there. Did I bring another crystal? Yes, I did. Let's just swap it already. Oh. Before I really get into this. But yeah, that's so annoying. I've had a pretty good day of VRing and everything's gone pretty well. It's gone dark. While it's dark, maybe what I should do is make some more. It looks like I'm going to run out of wallstone first, so let's make some more of that. Yeah, I had a pretty good day of playing VR and everything, and so I had a good weekend of it. And the whole setup has behaved itself pretty well, actually. I haven't really run into any issues whatsoever. So of course it just decided that it wasn't having any of it this evening. Ordinarily a reboot just fixes things, but to have it lose the connection again is kind of annoying. What I didn't do was reboot the headset, so maybe I should have rebooted the headset as well. Meanwhile, I did have a wee chat with my son a bit earlier today. Just about, because you know, he's in student digs, so he doesn't have the greatest amount of space himself. I mean, my living room isn't exactly student bedroom sized, but it's not massive either. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm not catching anything tonight. So he's using a valve index these days, as I think I've probably mentioned a few times before. And yeah, I was curious about how he got on with using the I forgot the name of the damn things, you know, the lighthouse thingy. Word has completely escaped me. But the things that you set out that do the little laser shape on your walls and stuff like that, that let it track, do the external tracking and everything. And I was curious as to how he got on with those in a confined space, especially when you were likely to disturb them, because, you know, he, like I, isn't able to fix them to walls and ceilings and things like that. You know, when you're in rented accommodation, it's not unusual that you know, the owners of the property don't want you making holes in the wall and things like that. That's, you know, the situation I'm in. And so that leaves me with the thing of, you know, obviously I'll just need to have them sat on a surface somewhere or something like that. Which kept giving me a pause when it came to going, shall I actually get an index at some point in the near future, because of the issue of, well, you know, when it comes to dusting or something like that, you know, what do I do? If I disturb them, you know, if I disturb the base stations, that's the name I was thinking of. You know, if I disturb the base stations while dusting, for example, if they're just on mini tripods on a desk and a table, am I constantly going to be running into problems? And he's kind of reassured me there isn't an issue, because, you know, I don't know about these things, I don't have one, I haven't used one or whatever. But it seems that the tracking will just work anyway, even if you move them. It's not a big deal at all. It seems the only thing it does do is it throws off the index's version of the Guardian, which means you have to set it up again. Well, I don't see that as being a massive problem. Apparently it's not really a problem for him at all, because he never plays anything room scale. I can and will do things kind of room scale. You know, I'll sort of play stud with a wee bit of movement as a preference, although my play style tends to be just pure standing or sitting if the game allows. Where was I going with this? But yes, having the Guardian, or having some kind of Guardian, makes sense, because I don't want to go hitting my TV and things like that. But what was the thought? What was the thought? Thought has slipped me. Guardians. But yeah, having to set one up on a regularly isn't actually a big deal for me, because at the moment with the Quest 2, for reasons best known to it, and I don't know what's caused it, whether it's a recent update or there's something in my environment has changed that it doesn't like, which I don't think is the case, nothing's really changed, or it's the fact that I'm using SideQuest and or my account is now, you know, kind of showing as a developer account or something, like whatever the reason is. I don't know what the reason is, but suddenly in the last couple of weeks or so it started requiring that every time wake the Quest 2 from sleep, as it were. It wants me to redraw the Guardian from scratch anyway. You just can't remember any Guardian. So, you know, as I've mentioned this a few times recently, it adds, you know, I don't know, a minute to getting going, kind of thing. And yeah, it's not that big a deal, really. Right, I want to... No, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to just get rid of that there. Because what I'll be doing is... There we go. So yeah, that kind of reassured me a little bit that if and when I do crack and get some kind of PCVR headset set up, and most likely one that uses, I could end up getting one that uses base stations, external tracking, blah blah blah. Am I doing this right? Yeah, that wasn't quite right, but let's just have rid of that though. And actually I think I'll have rid of... What? Oh! Poop. Yeah, so it's kind of reassured me a little bit that while it won't be perfect, you know, it's not going to be anyone's dream VR setup, just in so much as I'd have to set up the room scale Guardian thing, or whatever they call it, with the index quite often, you know, because like I do actually dust. I'm guessing my son doesn't actually. So you know, that'd be a thing. That's a thing for me to take into account. But I'm reassured by the fact that even though that's going to be a thing, it's really not going to be a massive issue. So that was a very, very long-winded way of saying I had a quick chat with my son earlier today, and a thing that was causing me to pause for thought when considering the idea of getting some kind of PCVR headset, dedicated PCVR headset, is now not an issue. Doesn't mean I'm running out to buy one next week, but I may treat myself at some point. It's one of those things of it's not a small purchase, and I realise that the index, for example, would be a good choice. It would not be a bad choice by any means. There is still that thing of it's getting a bit long in the tooth now. I mean, I know it's not the earliest of VR headset tech, but at the same time, well, we've had a bit of an explosion in interest, and there do seem to be a few hardware manufacturers coming out with new stuff, or potentially coming out with new stuff, and you do wonder if very quietly Valve are working on something that helps them maintain their position or something. I kind of feel not, but I don't know, I just kind of don't want to be in that position where I finally buy an index and then you know, just mere months later, a new and better version comes out, or someone comes out with something that's nicely compatible and so much nicer, you know, that kind of thing. And mostly, you know, I'm comfortable with the idea of some, you know, quite often your hardware ends up being superseded, but the costs involved are a little different. You know, it's one thing to buy something for a couple of £100 and then have it superseded within 6 to 12 months. You know, it's an annoyance, but it's not a massive deal in that yeah, depending on how much you've used it and all that kind of stuff, you could argue that you've had your money's worth. Just going to tidy this up so it's not looking quite so... Oh, I wish I could get that bit. Yeah, you could argue you've had your money's worth. I'm going to go and lose some of that wood. I don't need that wood for the moment, so I'm going to go and lose that rather than delete the dirt, because I want the dirt to make some more flagstone. But yeah, so yeah, you can argue you've had your money's worth out of something that's a couple £100 and maybe it's lasted 6 months. I mean, the Quest 2 that I'm using, that was what, £400? Yeah, I think it was like £400, and I've been using it for what, about 1.5 years now, and it's just had so much use. In terms of, you know, should we say, toys that I've bought, kind of hardware to amuse myself, or even, you know, like utility hardware, like that's different, like a phone or a tablet or something like that. It's easily up there in terms of hours spent using it versus how much I paid for it. I mean, before I started messing around with Cube, and so was tending to do, you know, maybe an hour and a half stream every night, I was probably only really playing in VR at weekends, but even then I'd be, I don't know, maybe 5 hours a day, 4 or 5 hours a day at weekends. Although, yeah, sometimes there'd be times in the week where I'd be playing Beat Saber or something like that. I did do like a month once of making sure I played at least... no, I just lost my connection. I was waiting for this to happen. PC disconnected. See if I can come back. Yay, I'm back. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think the headset might need a reboot at some point. If I do seem to disappear, or if the stream ends abruptly, that'll be why, because I just lost the connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's really horrible when that happens as well. You just kind of get dumped into blackness and then dumped into a different world. I'm just going to pop my headset off for a second and just check that the stream is still working okay. Should be, but I just want to check. Yeah, it still seems to be picking it up okay. How annoying. Right, sorry about the noise. Don't know what's going on there though. Let's say I rebooted the PC, so it must be a headset needs a reboot. It threw me off. I can't for the life of me remember what I was waffling on about. So whatever it was I was talking nonsense about you being saved from it now. Lucky you. Just waiting for the light to come up. It's kind of dark still. Just going to come back here so there's actually something to see. Let's make a handful of these while waiting for the light to come back up. Oh, for goodness sake. So this weekend I had a fun experience with Into the Radius. Whoa, where's that gone? Get back. Get back here. There we go. So, not so much as a rule, just more I find it helps me pace things nicely and lets me enjoy many of the different games I have. But I tend to, at weekends, aside from cyubeVR, which is a little different, I tend to only play one session of each game a weekend, so and you know I tend to record it and end up publishing it on YouTube. And so as I say, I'll play one session. So I'll play a session of cyubeVR or Boneworks or whatever I'm into. Like Warplanes, World War I Fighters is one I've been doing a lot of. It's been ongoing for a long time, that kind of thing. And I have been doing the same with Into the Radius since I got into it. But yesterday I started a mission it's kind of the biggest mission I've tried yet. It was one with the greatest reward that I've tried taking on yet. It paid $2,500 of the in-game currency, whereas most of the missions I've done so far have been 400, 600, that kind of thing. And as often happens with missions Into the Radius, it didn't go well. It wasn't a complete failure, but by the time I'd finished the session on Saturday, I'd achieved some stuff, but I don't want to kind of spoil it on the off chance that anyone wants to watch it. But I got to a point where I was nowhere near actually finishing the mission, but I'd left it in a really good sort of cliffhanger situation, which was quite fun. And whereas normally I would have left, I would have left it until the following Saturday to pick it up and carry on and everything. I just couldn't let it sit there, just because I was enjoying it so much and I wanted to see what I would do or what I could do, what I'd be capable of actually doing. So this morning, after being out of the supermarket, did a weekly shop and everything, I fired it up and had a second session. And it kind of solved one problem but caused a couple of other problems, which meant that I still hadn't utterly failed the mission, but still hadn't actually finished the mission. I need to delete some stuff. And I was just like really enjoying it. So the first session on Saturday ended up being about half an hour or so. The session earlier today ended up being about an hour until it hit a good pause point. Then I went out for a walk, came back, did a bit of housework, and it just got under my skin. Not in a bad way, you know, in a kind of, I'm so into this. I really, 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 really need to finish this off. And so ended up actually firing it up again. What am I doing that? So whereas normally I would only... Do you know, I should be turning this into a tunnel, shouldn't I? Yeah, I think I should. So yeah, whereas normally I would only do the one session, I ended up doing 3. I'm not going to merge them together into a single video. I'm going to leave them as 3 separate videos. But whereas I tend to have them publish about a week apart, I'll probably actually have them published closer together, you know, closer to each other. And yeah, I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Yeah, I succeeded in the end. I actually managed to no, I don't want that, I want that. Managed to finish the mission in the end. It was so much fun, and I learned so much as well. I did massively spam the save and reload, because there was a few times where I was trying to figure out the best way of approaching something, and sending myself back to the start, or sending myself back home and having to go out and collect all my stuff again. Everything was not really going to add to the enjoyment and was going to be a massive pain in the backside. So I did make a point of using save and reload only in certain parts. I just want to, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that. Yeah, only in certain parts, so I could try some things out, and I kind of feel like it really helped me learn something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you remember how high up I've been doing the ceiling for my tunnels? Yeah, it really boosted my confidence in the game again. Really feel like I got somewhere with it. So much fun. Really enjoying it. I'm just going to walk over to this tunnel over here and just remind myself how high I make the ceiling. Yeah, that game has definitely gone from a... So I think I picked it up in a Humble Bundle. I know, I had it on my wish list, I know that. And then I can't remember if I picked it up in a sale or a Humble Bundle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5. The wall's 5 high. Let's double check. 5 blocks above the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a ceiling. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games that. Yeah, so I was saying I'd seen someone on YouTube playing it, and it looked interesting as a VR game. And so it was on my wish list, and then I don't know, it was on sale or there was a Humble Bundle or something like that, and I got it. And I played it when it was version 1 point something, just before they released the version 2 release. And I can just remember kind of enjoying the version 1 gameplay. yeah, and I did like a 1 hour intro. No, it's like 1.5 hours, I think, messing about in it as my intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the ceiling needs to be up there. And then version 2 came along, and I started again. Yeah, started from scratch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I want the ceiling here. And what was I saying? Yeah, the version 2 version. And I just couldn't quite, I don't know, it didn't feel right. I just didn't quite get on with it. It felt a bit too hard. And I really thought it was going to be one of those games where I just wouldn't be able to progress. I think mission 2, it took me a couple of runs at it. Seem to remember. Hello Mariella. Yeah, I seem to remember I utterly failed the first time I had a go, and then I think the second time I had a go, it took 2 goes at it, as in I kept going, but it took 2 sessions to finish it. And that felt, just trying to think how I'm going to do this. Do you know what, I think I'm going to put a bit of dirt out just so I can reach the ceiling, and I'll get rid of the dirt. But then a couple of missions I did after that ended up feeling more doable. And now, like the one I've done over this weekend, it's really quite difficult, but so much fun. I got a real, serious sense of achievement from it. This is turning into the nastiest tunnel build yet. It's getting dark again as well. I know what I need to do. Oh, do I not have any blue torches left? Oh my gosh. No blue torches left. I'm actually going to run out of torches soon as well. Let's put a torch out here though so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Don't know why this is proving to be so difficult to get this tiniest bit of tunnel going. I think it's just because I haven't done any tunneling for a while, and so I'm just kind of not in the rhythm. Probably talking too much as well. Right, so that section can stay there. I can put a bit of that there. That'll work. Need to get rid of... come here. There we go. It's going to be the shortest section of tunnel, and it's going to take like most of this session to build. Well, I'm already almost out. It's ridiculous. Let's keep going. So I'm going to leave that there. All my rain alarms are going off. It's been quite the mixture of rain and snow alarms going off this evening. I can hear it raining outside, or rather I could a wee bit earlier. I'm not entirely sure if it's raining or snowing right at the moment. My watch was forecasting snow. Come here, you. There we go. Right, it's getting light again as well, which is good. Just realised my microphone. Pardon the noise for a second. There we go. I just thought I'd knock my microphone. I feel like this has turned into quite a messy session this evening. Just what with the hardware issues coming in and then getting booted out for a moment and stuff like that. I think I'm quite relaxing into this tonight, which is probably why it's building this tiny section of tunnel is turning out to be quite a messy business. Really need to put another crystal in this bucket. Do I have a crystal out here? Apparently not. Oop. Snowing up my hill. So yeah, Mariella is just a wee bit of distance from me. How far is it? Probably 2.5 kilometres, 2 kilometres, something like that. But we did work out how much elevation she has on me. I can't remember how much it is now. But it can make a heck of a difference actually. There's definitely been times where, it's rain. It's not what I wanted. I wanted that. It's raining here, but it's snowing for her. Right. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Let's build the walls and the ceiling, then I'll do the floor. Do you know what? Didn't need to waste that there, but I do need to do it there. Okay, cool. Right, I'm gonna. So yeah, I could look outside, but I can't be asked. I've got a headset on. But it could be that it is raining here and snowing for her. Would not be the first time. Well, let's just have a look at things out here. Let's. I'm just going to do that. There we go. Yay. Right. Okay. Think. Crystal's going to run out again any moment. Oops. That one further than I intended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. Then I want rid of these. Rid of that. There we go. That's the smallest bit of tunnel ever, and it's taken me way too long to build. It's ridiculous. Oops. There we go. Right. Getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Let's just do the floor here. Oh, it's going to make me bend over. There we go. Get in the bucket. Thank you. I'd make a window on the side of the tunnel that looks over the valley. Remove some grass that's in the view instead of building a solid wall. Nah. So that means I've got to dig all that lot out. And it's the tiniest tunnel. Besides, you want to look down the valley, just look here. That valley. It's like valley, 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 valley. No valley, valley. No valley, valley. There we go. I've said valley too many times. It doesn't sound like a real word now. Valley. Valley. Valley's not a real word. There. That's it. I've utterly destroyed the word valley now. Can't take it seriously anymore. Right. How am I getting down here? I could start cutting my way down, or I could come to the edge and sort of build a staircase down. Even if I cut through, I don't know, cutting through could be quite fun actually. Sod it, let's do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. So, next layer's going to go there. Ah! Idiot. There. Whoa! I nearly fell over then. I actually nearly fell over. I kind of went to lean to the side for some reason. It would be like that tunnel in Sicily, the one that is in multiple movies. But I can't remember which ones. Train tunnel in the side of the mountain, but one side opened up and looking over the sea. I think I know the one you mean. It's like one of those tunnels that you see in The Italian Job or that kind of thing. I should do one like that at some point, but I should do it in the side of this cliff or something like that. Like make it really majestic. So this is where I'm heading for. The whole point of this is I'm coming through here and then going to go up there and then I'm going to build a staircase all the way up there. Because it's that or the pyramid. And as I said, I haven't abandoned the pyramid, I just need a break from the pyramid. And apparently I haven't had enough of building terrifying staircases yet. Apparently. Trying to decide if I should cut through or whether I should kind of turn it into a bit of a tunnel. This is getting messy, this is getting messy. I can make sense of this, I can make sense of this. Get off. There we go. There, so. Oh, for goodness sake. Come on. Get over here. There we go. Might be a car tunnel. The one I'm thinking of, like from the Italian job, definitely a car tunnel. But yeah, I know the kind you mean. But yeah, I kind of feel if I'm going to do that, rather than do it in a tiny little thing like that, overlooking a very small valley, it needs to be way more terrifying. So I figure doing it inside of that cliff would be a lot more fun. It's getting dark. Oh my god, it's getting dark. I can't see anything. I need more torches. Excuse me. I've only got 3 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it, I'm out of torches. Need more torches. I have coal. I don't have his wood. Okay, I'm sure I just heard something that sounded like thunder. Like, I don't mean in game, I mean outside. And interestingly, my lightning tracker went off quite a few hours ago, but it was like for an event sort of 50 kilometers away or something like that, really far away. I swear that sounded like thunder then. Just my luck. So a thing I've always wanted to kind of experience is thunder snow, and I always seem to miss out on it. You just now look at it. There's a little thunder snow event going on, and I got my head stuck in a headset. What time is it? Okay, I've been going about 50 minutes. So I probably shouldn't stick in here too long anyway. It's back to work tomorrow, and I don't know why, but recently I'm finding when I'm stood for an hour or more in VR, I tend to find my my left foot goes kind of numb. Which I don't think is a great sign. should be digging this wider, shouldn't I? I should. But let's get the basic steps going, just so I know where I'm going to come out. Because I think I should come out above the valley floor. Oh, here we go. So I'm fairly sure I'm going to come out above the valley floor. Not too far above it, but didn't hear any but really heavy snow here now. I think it's just that new storm you're hearing. Oh, okay, it could have been wind. Yeah, it could have just been wind. Could have been someone's wheelie bin going for a ride. I could have just, yeah, it could have just been the wind. Funny enough, I put my bin out earlier today before I went out for a walk, and came back and it was still there and okay. And then I'd been back in the apartment for 5 minutes, and mine was the only bin that was out at that time. And I heard the sound of a bin going over. I was like, oh, here we go. So I went out and had a look outside, and yeah, sure enough, my bin had gone over. So just because it seems to be, it has been so windy today, and it seems to be building up again. I decided I don't need my bin collecting tomorrow morning. Actually, I don't. Yeah. Living alone and everything, I don't have that much landfill waste. Most of my waste is recycling. So it won't hurt to skip a landfill collection. Okay, so kind of want to head off that way. Just trying to think what I might actually do. Oh, I might come out this way, so I'll bridge out until I hit a level and then head up. I feel that makes sense. Rather than come all the way down to then have to go back up again. So that'll be like that. Oops. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, come on, Dave. I did it again. What am I doing wrong? Ah, ran out. Right, I'm not going to finish this bit tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sketch out a bit, and then I'm going to, tomorrow night, if I do play tomorrow night, I kind of made a promise to myself that I won't necessarily get into a thing of playing, you know, streaming every single night as I was. And I have, and over the past week, tended to be more every other night. And I feel that's working a little better just for my enthusiasm and concentration and things like that. Right, let's go about there, I think. That seems good. So maybe in tomorrow night, or may not, but what I need to do is tidy all this up. Obviously I've left it one step too much here because I'm going to be putting, you know, steps on there and so on. What I need to do is dig out these sides here, tidy up that bit there. I kind of could have gone one level down, but that'll work. That works. Oh, no. I got that right, actually. Got that right. So then I'll come out here, then come up here. And then sort of turn up here, and then make my way up here. Now, I was having a think on my walk today that, so I did have the idea of, that's why I put that torch there, kind of sort of following this line up here and then somehow turning around and coming back up, whatever. But a little bit of me is tempted to do another spiral staircase and kind of have it just spiral straight up here, or, you know, kind of maybe come further over here and dig in a little bit and then spiral my way up. But I haven't quite decided yet. I haven't quite decided what will work best. I mean, it would be kind of cool to do it, well, to do it here. So it goes up to the very top there. Ha. Oh. No, that was bad. No, higher. Gotta get in now. Oh, I swear that went between his legs. Oh, come on, that got him, surely. No, that was too low. Oh, come on, that got him, surely. Oh, no. I could feel that was off to the side as soon as I loosed it. Oh, this is not going well. Oh, come on. Hey, Neil. I am starting another big build. Yeah. I saw your shot earlier. I see that you've got more snow coming in. Ah, time to get that bugger now. Well, these are actually out of range and the game's just not letting me have it. Oh, come on. Yay! Even got a bounce. Oh, my neck really hurts now. My neck hurts so much. Oh, really? Is he going to go over? Oh, he actually went over the other side. Really? Oh my god. I've got no aim tonight. Felt bad about that. Oh. Oh, that was terrible. Don't know why I went so far off then. Right, I've seen enough mucking about. It's 10 o'clock. My legs are aching. I just made my neck ache trying to get that deer that was all the way up there. Hope there's no holes around here. Can you walk over and stab the deer with the arrow? You might actually hit it. Oh, ha, ha, ha. You're so funny. So, belly laugh. So funny. Actually, I wonder if you can hit yourself. I think that went straight up. No, it's still gone off. Wow, it's still going. Still going, I can still see it. I feel like he's got caught by the wind. That went way off. It's actually surprising how far that went, because they seem to go up fairly straight. Walk over and stab it. Cheeky sod. I'm going to have to put up with this abuse. Walk over and stab it, indeed. Right, well, I think that's me done. I'm desperate for a drink now. Run up and hit it in the head with a sledgehammer. Oh, don't you start as well, Neil. God, everyone's a bloody critic. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe there needs to be a stream where it's like, how many different ways can we make a space deer without actually using the bow and arrow? Look what you started, Mariella. Everyone's at it now. I know what I should do. In the hat. Oh, I guess, yes, perfect. I just realised I got a dartboard. You can get an arrow in the end of an arrow. Oh, that was pretty good grouping. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Quite pleased with that. That's going on Twitter. Ground deer meat or Bambi burgers. Now there's a cooking shot for you, Neil. Right, anyway, I need to go sit down because my legs are killing me. Thank you for being here, you two. You're giving me a real laugh. I really appreciate it. For anyone else who's watching, thank you very much. And if you happen to catch this recording at some point afterwards, thank you for watching as well. Sorry about the one glitch, but I seem to come back pretty quickly, so it probably didn't really show up. Other than that, I'm glad it actually worked okay at all, given just how much faff it was actually getting in here. Oh, the arrows have disappeared already. Damn. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. And sorry about the noise that's about to happen.